History is replete with tales of triumph and tragedy. Among the latter are stories of disasters, events that have reshaped societies and left indelible marks on the human psyche. These events, however catastrophic, have often served as catalysts for change, prompting innovation, adaptation, and a deeper understanding of our world. By studying these disasters, we gain valuable insights into the fragility of human existence and the remarkable resilience of the human spirit. From pandemics to natural disasters and human-made calamities, each event offers unique lessons. The Black Death, a devastating pandemic that swept across Europe in the 14th century, and the Great Fire of London in 1666 are two such events that profoundly impacted the course of history. Examining these disasters, their immediate impacts and long-term consequences allows us to draw parallels to contemporary challenges and glean invaluable lessons for the future. By understanding the past, we can better prepare for the future. The echoes of these historical disasters remind us of the importance of preparedness, the need for collective action, and the enduring capacity of humanity to innovate and adapt in the face of adversity. The Black Death, a devastating pandemic caused by the bubonic plague, remains one of the most catastrophic events in human history. Originating in Central Asia, the disease spread along trade routes, reaching Europe in 1347. The plague, carried by fleas that lived on rodents, spread rapidly through overcrowded cities with poor sanitation. The symptoms were gruesome and terrifying. Victims suffered from painful swellings, fever, chills, and vomiting. Death often followed within days. The Black Death ravaged Europe for nearly 5 years, killing an estimated 25 million people, nearly 1/3 of the continent's population. The impact on society was profound. The massive loss of life led to labor shortages, economic decline, and widespread social unrest. Religious beliefs were challenged, and fear and paranoia gripped communities as people desperately sought explanations and cures. The Black Death exposed the vulnerabilities of medieval society and left an enduring legacy on Europe's social, economic, and cultural landscape. The Black Death, while devastating, ultimately led to significant advancements in medicine and public health. The pandemic forced people to confront the limitations of their understanding of disease and spurred the development of new theories about contagion and infection. Quarantine measures, though rudimentary, were implemented in an attempt to contain the spread of the disease. These early efforts marked the beginning of public health policies aimed at preventing and controlling outbreaks. The search for effective treatments led to experimentation with herbal remedies and other forms of medicine. Moreover, the Black Death had a profound impact on social structures. The massive loss of life led to labor shortages, which in turn empowered the peasant class and contributed to the decline of feudalism. The pandemic also altered religious practices and beliefs as people grappled with the immense suffering and loss. In the aftermath of the Black Death, Europe underwent a period of significant social, economic, and cultural transformation. Section 4. London's Great Inferno, a city consumed. In 1666, London, a bustling metropolis and a centre of trade, was struck by a catastrophic fire that would forever alter its physical and urban landscape. The Great Fire of London, as it came to be known, began on September 2nd, 1666, in a baker's shop on Pudding Lane. The fire, fueled by strong winds and the city's densely packed wooden buildings, spread rapidly through the narrow streets. For 3 days and nights, the inferno raged, consuming everything in its path. Over 13,000 homes, 87 churches, and countless businesses were destroyed. The fire left an estimated 100,000 people homeless, adding to the already dire situation caused by a recent outbreak of the bubonic plague. The immediate impact of the fire was devastating. The loss of property and livelihoods was staggering. However, the disaster also presented an opportunity to rebuild London into a safer and more modern city. Section 5. Rising from the Ashes, Innovations in Urban Planning and Fire Safety. The Great Fire of London, though a tragedy, ultimately led to significant improvements in urban planning and fire safety. In the aftermath of the disaster, new building codes were implemented, mandating the use of brick and stone instead of wood. Streets were widened to create fire breaks and improve accessibility for firefighters. The rebuilding of London also saw the establishment of a dedicated fire brigade and the introduction of fire insurance. These developments marked a turning point in urban planning, prioritizing safety and resilience in the design and construction of cities. The lessons learned from the Great Fire of London had a lasting impact on urban design and disaster preparedness. The disaster highlighted the importance of regulations, infrastructure development, and community-level planning in mitigating the risks and consequences of future disasters.